What's up? Is your boy Los. You are watching the Community Leaders Podcast, and today on the table we have Jalesa Haggard. Let's get into it. So on the table right now I have Jalesa Jalesa Haggard. What's up? What's up, Jalesa?
What's going on? What's going on?
So I think I said it the wrong way, or the second time I said it the wrong way?
Yeah.
The first time?
Yeah, first time.
The first time?
Yeah.
So how are you doing today?
I'm doing good. I actually woke up in a good mood. Even though the weather is cold, I woke up feeling good today, so it's a good thing.
Man, you ain't lying. It is cold out there.
Man, it's supposed to be colder tomorrow. That's the thing. So if you don't got to go out, just don't go out if you don't have to.
I don't want to
It's
go out.
supposed to be freezing.
Yeah,
I think CPS canceled classes too, and CPS never canceled classes.
They never
canceled classes.
The suburbs do that, not CPS.
Yeah, so they're canceling classes, so that means it's actually going to be cold tomorrow.
It is cold. I'm supposed to be in Puerto Rico right now.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm mad for you because I would have been enjoying it.
Yeah.
Enjoying it.
Yeah. So, Jalesa.
Yes.
Tell the people how you say your name, right? Because I might mess it up, and what you do.
My name is Jalesa Haggard, and I am a program director for Coach Across America, which is a sports-based youth organization, SBYD, where we have coaches that we train to be trauma sensitive. We put them out there as mentors. We give them basic knowledge of what trauma looks like and guide them in the path of being more like mentors, teach them instructions on the court, on the field, but also off as well, with like daily life skills. And if they're going through things in life, knowing that they have somebody that they can depend on, check in with, be a mentor, a role model, whatever the case may be. But we just train them to basically be that leaning shoulder for the youth.
Awesome. So how long have you been doing that?
I have been there for 7 years, and I am also a youth program specialist at a youth shelter called the Night Ministry, and I've been there 11 years.
What does the Night Ministry do?
We do a lot. So my department I work in is a shelter interim, so we provide housing for youth between the ages of 18 through 21 for 120 days, and basically work with them on trying to find longer-term housing. Our longer-term housing looks like, I would say, close to a year and a half program. So just basically helping them find a program specifically for them to help them get a job, get guaranteed housing, and go from there with trying to get on track with life. Life happens, things happen, and sometimes they don't have a space to feel like they can go home and rest, or they might get put out because of family issues, might be just life, but they can't afford to pay their rent, they get put out. Right. So different things happen where they need housing. So Night Ministry does that, but we also have a bus that's out in the community as well.
I've seen the bus before.
Yes, they're out in the community doing check-ins, check-outs. Basically, they have doctors on the bus that come and give out food, do checkups. They have case managers where they try to get them on a list for housing for adults and everything else. So we do a lot. That
sounds amazing. I love that you do that and help out people.
Yeah.
Where do you get the heart from doing this? Why do you do it?
I would say my community is where I grew up at. So I grew up in the East Garfield Park neighborhood, and I was there basically all my life. I was in the West Garfield Park first, went to school at Nathaniel Goldblatt, like kindergarten through third grade, and they ended our bus services, so we had to transfer and go to East Garfield Park, and I started going to John Calhoun North Elementary School.
John what? I'm sorry?
John Calhoun North.
Okay.
John Calhoun is the name of it. East Garfield Park neighborhood, I was going there, and I started going there in third grade. And once I started going there was a program called Merrillac House that I started attending. They had an after-school program called Hope Junior that I was in. And being in that program literally changed my life. When I say it taught me a lot in regards to life, everything I've learned from sports to going to college, just trying new things I learned from them. And it was more my family. I went there Monday through Saturday.
Oh, wow.
Monday through Saturday.
This is pitiful of your life, yeah.
No, it was not pitiful, oh my God. It was definitely not pitiful. It was like...
No, not pitiful. It was... I can't even say the word. It was pitiful.
Pitiful.
I can't even say the word. See, that's my Spanglish coming out.
That's what it is.
Pitiful.
Yeah. So
I'm saying it wrong still.
I was going there, and it was my safe haven because the neighborhood I grew up in, of course, nothing but violence. I'm in the west side of Chicago. East Garfield Park is a lot of violence, gangs, drugs. Basically, that's basically what I'm surrounded by. And have a space where I can go and be a kid, jump double dutch, went swimming,
Okay.
basketball,
All
volleyball, anything I learned from there because that's what gave us the space and the space to do it. So there was a lady named Deanna, who I love so much. To this day, still in contact with her. Met her in 3rd grade. And to this day, if I pick up the phone and call, she wouldn't answer. But she was always there for me and showing me that there are people that do care outside of my own household. My mom was a single family. So I was a single parent household. My mom, I have an older sister, and it's me, and I have a younger brother.
Okay,
So it's 3 of us, yeah. And then my dad was never in my life, but I do have siblings on his side. I have 2 older sisters, and it's me, and I have 2 younger sisters and 3 younger brothers. So a lot on that side, but I didn't grow up with my dad. So being in the household with my mom, it was kind of hard because she worked at White Castle, so just trying to take care of 3 of us on a White Castle household income, it wasn't as easy. So yeah. So being in like gave me a space where I can just be myself, learned a lot of things, and I grew from there. I grew, and once I graduated out of 8th grade, I had the opportunity to, my high school in my neighborhood was Marshall Commandos. So there was a high school I was supposed to go to, but Deanna saw something different in me, and the other couple of people that I grew up with. So she actually gave me the opportunity to attend a private Catholic high school.
Okay.
So it was either between Notre Dame High School for girls, and I didn't want to go there. Did not see myself at Alger High School. Could not. So she was like, "We'll find another school that you feel like could fit for you, and then we can go there." And I ended up finding Holy Trinity High School.
Okay.
So I went there. Everything paid for.
Come on,
Tuition.
somebody. Come on, somebody.
Everything covered. Only thing Mama had to do was give me the school, from uniform to books to tuition. All 4 years was covered. So just to have somebody that believed in me outside of my household from my community, and she wasn't even from my community. She's from the Skokie area.
Okay.
But she came to the East Garfield Park every day to pour into us, to show us things outside of the west side of Chicago. And it was a lot. Like, I grew from that. And then after that, I went off to college. My mom didn't drive me to college. Deanna drove me to college. When I say everything covered, from my dorm stuff, blankets, everything I needed to move in on campus was covered for.
But you had to do your part, too.
Of course.
You did your
Going
part.
to school.
You did your part in order to get there.
Yeah, to get there. But it was from the support that I had. It's like by me knowing that I had somebody that actually cared for me, it pushed me to keep on going. I was the first person out of my entire family to graduate from college.
Let's go.
And so that was one of my main things. But it was a lot going through college. Went to NIU my freshman year of college. And when I went there, my freshman year of college, there was a shooting on campus, Valentine's Day shooting.
Wow.
2008.
Wow.
First time being away from home, even though it was like only an hour away, still, I wasn't directly 10 to 15 minutes from home. I was literally an hour out. So as the shooting was happening, I was actually walking on campus to go to my dorm room. Didn't know what was going on. It was actually a young lady in front of me on the phone, like, yeah, there's a shooting going on campus, and they say some people got shot, and the whole time she's on the phone, we're walking past the hall as it is occurring.
Wow.
So I'm not knowing what's going on until I get to my dorm room, lock everything down, and they tell us this is what's going on. So I couldn't get contact with my family at all because the cab is so small, and it could, like, the college takes up most of the town out there. So everybody's on the phone trying to call, everybody trying to connect their family, and I could not. We didn't get a whole time family until like later on that evening at nighttime. When I say I was scared wasn't the word, because the only thing I know is my mom. So if I'm not able to,
You had no family there whatsoever.
Exactly,
Maybe
contact you.
Maybe a couple friends and
my best friend was my roommate at the time, but it was still like, it was hard. So that weekend, went home. I called Deanna. I said, Deanna, I can't stay there. I don't want to stay. And literally, she stayed with me that whole weekend, writing letters for transfer, helped me the process of getting my paperwork done, and she got me into UIC because I was gonna go to Chicago State. She was like, you know
really
what?
Loves you.
When I say love, yes, and so she's the reason. When I could talk about her all day, but she's the reason that I am the way I am when it comes to support for the community. Like, I want to show people that there are people that genuinely care and want to help support you. Like, a lot of times I feel like a lot of youth don't feel like they have that outlet where they can talk to or reach out to, or somebody that genuinely care for them that's always trying to hound them about life and the things they go through. But I had a different view of it, so that's what helped me to get to the point where I'm at now in the work that I do.
I can tell it's affecting you. I can feel your emotions right
Oh
now.
my gosh, I get so when I just talk about it, reflect on my life and how far I've come. I feel like I know it's a blessing to be where I'm at right now, and the people I connect with and the things that I do is my passion. So, and I've actually been in this field of nonprofit since graduating out of high school. Out of high school, I started working at Murlock House once I graduated because one of the ladies that was there, she ended up getting diagnosed with cancer. And when she got diagnosed, at Holy Trinity, we have something called a robing ceremony. But we had one of our favorite teachers come and robe us. And so I invited Deanna out to come to my robing ceremony. She came out. And when she came out, afterwards, she said, Jalesa, I might have an opportunity for you. I'm like, opportunity? She was like, yeah, how would you like to come work with me for the summer since Miss Grant won't be there? I said, for the summer? She said, yeah, just come and see how it is. And during that time, it was still all girls. It was literally like 30 to 45 youth that we work with. And it was a summer camp program where we had them Monday through Friday, doing different activities, going swimming, going on trips, going on outings. It was just only me and Miss Deanna doing it. And that was my first time getting into that field of doing the work that I do. But it was all full circle for me to grow up in the program and then to come back to be able to work in the program. And I was there for a long time. Like I was there from out of high school to like midway through my when I finished college, I was still working there. And so I stepped back, I transferred, where I started working at a workforce agency. But I was still working there part-time on like Thursdays doing open gym for our young men, just to give them a space to have to play ball and have a place to go after school in the community. So I was trying to make sure that we still had a space for them to go. So I was still volunteering and working there part-time there as well.
You've been giving back for a very long time.
A long time. That's the only job. Literally, I was thinking on my way here, I've only literally had 4 jobs. And I'm 36, going to be 37 in May.
That's pretty good. By 36, 37, I probably had 10, 20.
Yeah, so I feel like White Castle was my first one. And my mom, just because my mom worked there, and it was time where I was finna graduate out of high school, and I had to get my prom and graduation stuff together. So, of course, I was able to get up in there because my mom was the manager at a different White Castle. So I applied for another location and got in and worked there. But once Deanna gave me the opportunity to work at Murlock, it was over. Yeah, I had to let that go. So went from there, and I was at a workforce agency working with youth, same age. I was there for like 3 years. And then I got the opportunity to work for Coach Across America through Murlock House because they came and we were placing coaches that are at that site. And they happened to have a position for a program manager first. And they told me I should apply for it, and I applied for it, and I ended up getting a job. So I've been there for 7 years now.
Nice. So you've always lived on the west side of Chicago?
Yes, west side, born and raised, nothing else.
What area on the west side?
So I was from Adams, California, the area over there. So Adams, California, my grandma lived on Jackson and Francisco most of our life. So that's the area where I grew up in. Only thing I know.
Okay. So when you had to go to college, that was like, you're really like
yes,
out of your element a little bit?
Out of my element. It was like, oh my God, the boondocks out there to me. It was nothing out there, nothing like the city life. Everything slowed down.
You see no big old buildings everywhere?
Oh my God, no, I did not. Everything slowed. Number cornfield. That's all what it was. Nothing but cornfield. So, but it was, like I said, it wasn't far from home. So, I mean, it was a drive to get back home. And come back. So it wasn't that much. Now going 5, 6 hours, I couldn't be able to do it.
Couldn't do it? No. All right.
No.
All right. So, what do you see missing on the west side of Chicago that you would like to be implemented on the west side of Chicago?
A lot. We was actually at our one of our CLF meetings we was talking about what's missing and what's so East Garfield Park, we don't have a grocery store.
There's no grocery store?
No. East Garfield Park, our nearest grocery store from where I live at is close to Western and Madison. There's nothing within that range from.
That's the Pete's, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That of course we do have the East Garfield Park. We have the Golden Dome where the Peace Runners run at, and the conservatory. But we don't have any places where we could just coffee shops like that. We don't have as many coffee shops that just to hang out in. And if we want to come and just relax, we don't have that in our space.
Why do you think not?
I don't feel like people have been buying into it in regards to putting things in the area, but I feel like over time it's about to start changing drastically because we do have a lot of housing and buildings going up in the East Garfield Park. So I feel like once that start getting in, people are going to start investing in it. But right now, I don't feel like they saw the need. But with everything going on by the United Center, like everything's going to start back pushing back that way. So it's about to start changing drastically. So it's gonna be times, but I feel like the hardest part is it most likely won't be people that's from the community that's invested in it, and that's the hardest part. Yeah. We need more people from our community investing in our community and putting the work down and showing we care about our community. So
need some more networking events.
Yes, a whole lot of networking events, and I feel like Jackie and the Peace Runners have been doing that when it comes to bringing and showing people that we can be in our community and use our community as a space to exercise and run and bring together health and wellness. Like this is something that we work to do, and like he's been collaborating with a lot of different companies and people that sponsor him. His whole thing was, you have to meet us where we are. Yeah. You're not meeting us downtown. You're not meeting us outside of our area. You're coming to where we are to show that, hey, this is what goes on in our community. There are people here that care about our community. So, yes. And being part of that has changed me a lot. I lost my grandmother last April. Sorry to hear that. Thank you. To heart disease. Yeah. Same thing we run for. And being more educated now, running with peace runners, knowing that if I could have helped her be more active, I probably could have helped her add a couple of more years to her life.
You know, sometimes that's what it is, just being more active.
Yeah.
You know, same thing with my sister about 2.5 years ago now. And it's just, there was no activity.
Yep. Yeah. And so just trying to keep our community engaged and involved. And since I started running, I have been able to get I have 2 aunts that come out and walk with me. They walk with the walkers in our group, and I do the running. So like I tell them, as long as you're out being active, doing something. One of my aunties, she tried to get her 10,000 steps in every day. She walks.
Girl, I've been trying.
Yes, she walks every day. And she called me like, I got my 10,000 steps in. Look, I'm almost there. So it just feels good to know that she's being active and she actually cares about her health. So, like I said, the work that we do with Peace Runners is one of those things. So just knowing that, like you say, more networking in our communities. We need that, like to know and show, hey, it's groups out here that's caring. It's people out here that's caring.
And I don't know why that's not happening on the west side of Chicago, because it happens everywhere else.
Yep.
I'm the king of going to a network event. I will be there and a network. I don't care if it's a dentist. I have nothing to do with dentistry, right? But I'm a podcaster. I'll be the only podcaster in that room. Mm-hmm. So guess who they're going to be talking to? They're going to be talking to me. Mm-hmm. The only podcaster in that room. Mm-hmm. So, and that's what happens here on the north side and even on the south side and by the lake. But something about the west side is not happening
at all. And I give a shout out to the Austin area because they are on a rise with a lot of programming, a lot of housing. Mm-hmm. They do put the effort in pushing a lot of things, as well as North Lawndale. They actually just started doing, I think, the Juneteenth parade in the community, like a big parade where we go about Juneteenth and get out there and doing different activities and showing it's community here. So like once we have people from CLF leaders stepping forward.
That's what I'm talking about right
Leaders there. And stepping forward and doing that and putting it together. And one thing I can say about CLF, I'm happy to be a part of it, but we show up for each other. This is my first year, and I say I've been to more events with CLF than I've been with anything. Like literally, we show up.
I've seen that a lot, because if Community Corey does something, people show up. If Jay's having a photo shoot or something's going, people show up.
Yes.
You know? If oh my God, she's gonna kill me if I'm forgetting her name. She's running right now for office. Chantel. Sorry, Chantel. I love you.
Yes.
People show up.
Yes.
I mean, CLF is like helping these leaders out.
Yes.
Like there's no tomorrow.
Yes.
And things are being built up. So, what's one of your favorite things about CLF?
The family. Okay. The family, the people, everything, the connections. Like when we first came in with my group, like we clicked the first day. I feel like everybody from behind that came before was like, make sure y'all use y'all first 2 days to get close with each other, because y'all won't have these days to be around each other. And that first 2 days we clicked, we broke down, like we cried, we talked, we discussed, like everybody was having their own things they had going on, but we made sure we connected. And I feel like no matter what, whether it's the previous group or us right now, we show up. We show up for each other, and it makes you feel like supported, like you, whatever you feel like you want to put your mind to, I got my crew to back me up, and that's CLF. So it's just like, it feels good to know that you're in a community in a space like that where people will step up and show up for you, because that's what we were taught to do. And since we started, that's all we've heard, and that's all we continue to hear from it. So I feel like it's family than anything.
That's good. I love hearing that, because I also feel the same way with Jeremiah and Jermaine, and of course Alex.
Yeah.
Dr. O.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. They have some wonderful people that understands what community looks like and what leaders look like. Every session we've had has been very informative. You learn something no matter what any session you have, whether it be learning how to properly have a conversation or engage in a conversation, budgeting. Like I said, we talked about goal setting for the next 5 years on yesterday, and just actually having the time to sit down like, dang, what do I really want to focus on? What is my goal to really make the impact and change within the next 5 years? Like, what do I have to do to get there? The steps we have to do in the process it takes, and understanding that I'm not by myself doing it. So I feel like that's the main thing.
So what's going on with you for the next 5 years? What do you have planned?
I actually want to work on starting my own not-for-profit. Where I, like I say, teach financial literacy, and educating youth on the importance of being financially stable, using your credit to make money for you, like basically investing and saving, like things that we didn't know growing up. Like I didn't really start learning about credit until like I was in my 20s, and it was like, if I would have known the stuff I know now, then I feel like I would be in a much better space than I am now financially. And I feel like a lot of youth don't know the importance of it. I feel like they think about cash and money, but not knowing that credit play a big role in a lot of stuff too.
Huge.
When it comes to buying certain things or investing in certain things or want to start your own business, a lot of that play a role in that. So just being able to go to inner city programs, educate the youth on financial literacy and teach workshops, but also teach them about the resources in the community. By me working at a workforce agency, I feel like a lot of youth don't know that the benefits of like going to they don't have to go to college, like going to a trade program. Like a lot of stuff you want to do, you don't have to go to college for. You can go to a trade program and literally make as much money as a person that has a degree.
Yeah.
So, like
that part right there.
If they don't know that, how can they like use those resources? Like with me, I thank Deanna for paying for me and helping me go to college and the vision for it. But I feel like I would have went a different route. I probably would have went to a 2-year college first, saved a whole lot of money, and then went to my last 2 years at the university. But thankfully, I was in a position now where I did apply for loan forgiveness, and some of my loans have been forgiven. So
let's go.
Thanks. Happy about that. So, but just like knowing their options, I feel like we stress college. But a lot of times, college isn't for everybody. And let them know it's okay if you want to go a different route, but make sure you have a plan in place about where you want to go and let you know the resources that's available for that. So
I think that's where it's at right there, is having a plan.
Yeah.
Sometimes we don't have plans, so it's like, okay, I got to go to college because I don't have a plan. So hopefully I'll get my plan while I'm in college.
Yes.
And sometimes you don't have to do that. It's just being around the right mentors to lead you into what your purpose is. You know, help me with my purpose. What am I supposed to be doing?
And that's the hardest part, trying to find your purpose. And I was at the youth shelter yesterday because I worked there some in the evening time most of the time. And I was talking to one young lady, and I told her, your teens and your 20s are the times where you learn to grow. Make mistakes. If you find a job, you don't like that job, you're in a space where you can try to find a different job and figure out what's best for you. Don't feel like it's a time where you have to have it down pat, because you do not have to have it down pat. You're too young to have it down pat. I told her I'm in my 30s, and I still don't have it down pat yet. I'm still setting goals for myself.
Yeah, I'm
still
52 years old. I'm still
exactly. So just letting them know that. And I feel like they, with social media, it makes it so much harder for them to live, because they feel like they're comparing themselves to other people, what they got going on, what they're doing, what they're not doing. It's like, you don't have to compare yourself to them. Be you. Figure out what you like to do and what you love to do, and go from there. I told them that your teens and your 20s, start traveling, get a chance to see what life is, and go from there. And once you get done traveling, like, you got a time now to really settle down if that's what you want to do. But use your life to enjoy life, figure out what life is, and experience life. So
that's your 5 years.
Yeah, my 5 years working on me starting my non-for-profit, and going from there. Basically, like I say, teaching financial literacy workshops and just being in the community.
Staying here on the west side of Chicago.
I want to stay on the west side of Chicago, but I also want to travel too as well. So if I have the opportunity to take my talents around the city of Chicago, but also different states as well. Look at different programs with different cities and different states to see like who needs certain benefits of different program and go from there.
Yeah,
so
I love that.
Definitely want to start.
Keep your mind open to other places.
Yeah.
And even other countries.
Yeah.
Because you could take that to somewhere else. You know, it doesn't have to be just the States.
Yeah. So like I pray about things, and I allow God just to lead me in a direction where I feel like I'm most needed, and I'm very spiritual in the sense of, like I say, spending time with God and just praying and asking for directions. Yeah. And sometimes what I think is best might not be what God has been planning for me. So just trying to really sit down and allow Him to direct my path and say, this is the route you're going down.
That discernment part.
That's all. Look, part. My mom is evangelist, so it'll come out of me sometimes. It'll definitely come out. So.
All right. I'm loving that. So tell me, and this is the last question, right? And thank you for coming down to the podcast.
Last question. I'm just getting comfortable.
I know, but I'm looking at the time like.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
But and you are getting comfortable now. You look at me straight in the eye now. If you had some kind of superpower, it doesn't have to be Superman powers, but some kind of superpower, what would you want it to be?
Ooh. Dang. It's hard. Like I want to have a lot. That's hard. I feel like it's more showing everybody that they are loved and supported. Like that falls on that. Like I feel like a lot of stuff that goes on in the world is because a lot of people are lacking so many things, and support is one of them. So I feel like just to make everybody feel supported, just to know that there are people. Like I say, that it falls back on knowing that there are people that out there that cares and want to help see people do good. And that's where I stand at. Yeah. Showing love and support.
See, you thought it was hard, but it wasn't for you. You just let your heart show now, and that's where it's at.
Yeah.
That's a great superpower.
Yeah. So
I'm loving it. I'm feeling that.
Yeah. Well, I think that's what it would be.
Awesome. I actually got one more question before that one. I usually end with that one, but I got one more question. From all the classes you have taken with CLF, which one's your favorite one?
I think it's our very first one, because I had the opportunity to sit down and imagine myself, and to figure out who I am. It was a session where we had to look in the mirror and see ourselves and see who we are. When it came to us writing down like our vision and our goals, it gave me the opportunity to really look at who I want to be and who I am overall. It is the person that has integrity, love, support, and overall a person that want to make change. So I feel like that's my main one, because like I said, it had me to really think about who I am as a person and what I want to see and what I want to be. So.
Thank you, Jalesa.
Jalesa.
Not Drew, the Jalesa. Jalesa.
Yes.
Everybody knows the CLF. I'm going to do this.
Yes.
Thank you for coming down to the podcast.
Thank you.
I appreciate you. Appreciate your smile. Appreciate you sharing.
Thank you.
Amazing time with you.
Thank you.
So much.
Thank you for having me.